I do not say this lightly, and I cannot stress enough that our crisis of substance use disharmony, dependence, and drug poisoning are the expected results when we try to treat a chronic behavioral health issue through a matrix of cultural oppression, stigma, and carceral or punitive approaches. Let me be clear, the efforts to repeal Measure 110 are misguided, political in nature, and assuredly, in my professional and expert opinion, substantially inadequate to address any of the concerns raised by opponents of Measure 110. Analysis by law enforcement or individuals like county commissioners rely on unfounded or made-up data and are out of touch with sound epidemiological methods. It's just jarring to me that folks would think that a repeal or lowering our funding of these kinds of things would somehow get us there, because it won't. My fear is that folks will continue to blame Measure 110 for the failings of local law enforcement and local government officials to adequately address behavioral health issues and criminality. As Measure 110, Oversight Accountability Council members, it's frustrating to see that we don't have any way of holding our law enforcement partners accountable for also partnering with us to make sure that people are getting access to services. It's all of our responsibilities to protect our communities. However, not all of us are as dedicated towards the people who are using drugs in our communities getting access to services and care. Individuals in their communities, law enforcement, political leaders are discouraging them from accessing care, right? Because they don't believe in Measure 110. And the reality is that when they don't believe in Measure 110, they don't believe that people deserve rights to access care and treatment. They don't believe that people are worthy of recovery. But that's just the medical fact, is that increased overdose will continue to happen, especially if you recriminalize or take away services. If you defund services, or if you lower the amounts of services that are being offered right now, people are going to die. I'm a transgender woman of color, I'm a Muslim woman, and I'm a Pakistani first-generation immigrant. In order for me to access services and care, I need expanded services and funding, right? We just need more, we need oversight and accountability for other agencies who are also responsible for making Measure 110 successful. I think an undue burden has been placed on OHA and on the Oversight and Accountability Council when we know that there's law enforcement folks working antagonistically towards what should be a common united goal of accessing recovery services for every individual in Oregon who needs it or wants it.